Okay, so you just told me that you think, based on these vocabulary words that we have, energy, kinetic, penetrate, and transfer. And what did you tell me that you think that this article is going to be about?
About like how the energy goes to one place to another and how it's transferred to each other.
Okay, so it's transferred between one and another thing. That's perfectly understandable. And what you don't know yet is how it's transferred, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what does solar mean?
It's like around the sun. Or like
Yeah, and in fact, I'll show you a little trick that this root right here, this, when you see this part, SOL, that means from the sun. So a lot of the times when you see that root, you'll know that that word has something to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And so solar, and we get power from the sun, we get energy from the sun. All right, so we are going to read this passage, Free Transfer, aloud. And I'm going to let you do the reading this time. And then we're going to talk about the ways, some of the ideas that are in both articles and what you understand about those.
Okay.
Okay? And I want you to try and read it for understanding. So you are not trying to finish it, right? Just be done. But you're really thinking about what you're reading.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The faster a given object is moving, the more energy it possesses. This kind of energy is called kinetic energy. From the Greek word kinetics, meaning motion.
Let's pause there for a second. That's another great root there. It's telling you here that the Greek word kinesis means this. And what's that word?
Motion.
Motion. So now we know when we see this kind of root, we're talking about movement. And when we see SOL, we're talking about what?
Sun.
The sun. Okay, go ahead.
The faster a given object is moving, the greater is kinetic energy. Imagine you're trying to hit a target with a bow and arrow. If you just throw the arrow with your hand, it won't go very fast, and even if your aim is good, the arrow won't penetrate the target, it will just bounce off.
Good.
But if you use a bow, you can shoot the arrow much faster. The faster the arrow is going, the more kinetic energy it has. Kinetic energy is what allows the arrow to puncture the target.
Okay, let's pause. What are you thinking about? What are you knowing that you're reading about right now?
I read about that penetrate, like, goes to one place to another, like it bounces off.
Okay, and so what is bouncing off versus penetrate? What we talked about penetrate means?
It's flowing one place to another.
Well, that's the transfer. But when we're talking about what is penetration? When something penetrates something else.
Pairing. No,
Let's use our context clues.
It won't go very fast.
If you just throw the arrow with your hand, it won't go very fast. And even if your aim is good, the arrow won't penetrate the target. It'll just bounce off.
So like either way you hit it like good or like far, it won't go that good.
Yeah, because if it doesn't bounce off, what's the opposite of that? I could throw my pin right here at you and bounce off, but what if it didn't? What other thing could it do? It would be horrible. It'd be stuck in you if it penetrates your skin. Okay, so be thinking about what that looks different. The penetration versus bouncing right off. Okay, because they're talking about the force. Okay, throwing it. All right, go ahead. Let's go here.
Energy can never be created or destroyed, only transferred, moved from place to place. One way energy is moved from place to place is by moving objects.
Okay.
Imagine hitting a T-ball with a bat.
Do you know what a T-ball is?
So like those balls that have like those little bubbles inside? Like there's like little beads inside.
No, in this case we're talking about, I don't know if you've ever seen little kids playing baseball and they teach them how by putting the ball on a stand. And that's called a tee, so they can hit it. Because it'd be really hard if you're little to hit a moving ball.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to be able to picture that.
Okay. When you hit the ball with the bat, energy is transferred from the bat to the ball. If you swing the bat slowly, the bat won't go very far when you hit it. But if you swing the bat faster, it will have more kinetic energy. That energy will be transferred to the bat, to the ball, and the
good.
ball will go much further.
Okay, good. Let's finish off this last paragraph.
Energy can also be transferred through sound. Try high-fiving your friend very slow. You probably won't make much sound if you high-five your normal speed. Your hands each have more kinetic energy and you'll make a nice smack. What you're hearing is energy turned into sound. The same thing happens when you hit a drum or a puckle the strings of a guitar.
So what's some of the activities that you've read about here have to do with energy?
About a tea bag.
Okay, we had the T-ball. What else?
A bat.
The bat and the ball.
And high-fiving your friend.
High-fiving your friend.
And throwing a bow.
Oh yeah, the arrow,
Yeah.
right? So those are all 4 examples that the text gave us on how this energy is transferred. What does that have to do, you think, with our first article that we reread? Has to do with energy.
Has to do like with our movements, like what we do,
Mm-hmm.
like what we eat, and then like how we like transfer our body to have energy.
Yeah, you're on, absolutely. I think that's absolutely a good connection with these. You have your energy from your calories. And how does that transfer in you? How do you then convert your energy? What do you go do out there?
Play.
Yeah, you play, right? Good. So what I'd like you to do is let's talk about some of this information here. I'll put this here. And I'm going to give you this compare and contrast. Okay. And we can put the titles of both of these articles here. But I really want you to be thinking about main idea. Okay? When we're talking about the main idea of this text, if you had to give me 3 or 4 words, what would they be? What are some key words here?
Calories.
Good.
Energy.
Mm-hmm.
Bomb. Color murder.
Oh yeah. We're gonna nail that word pretty soon as we can. And we talked about this time it has the word meter in it. Whenever it has that root in it, it means you're measuring something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're measuring the calories that you use. Keywords here?
Kinetic energy.
Mm-hmm.
Penetrate.
Good. That's a hard one.
Sound.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I did transfer that high five into sound.
Yeah.
All right, so take a minute here on your own. You know how the Venn diagram works.
Mm-hmm.
And include what you think are the main ideas that you can compare and contrast, and then some of the details that each had and some of that they shared.
Okay.
Okay? And we'll take a few minutes while you do that.